Welcome, guys. This Stf Trading floor is on another Monday morning. We are in midweek August, and I wanted to demonstrate something as we start throughout the week. I had so many queries that, especially even on guys who are on VIP signals, that actually they don't know how mostly to go about our signal. So I want to demonstrate all that we do here. And of course, because it's on a Monday morning, it's like the first thing we do is the market, is the weekly outlook. You need to check on the fundamental aspects of the market that is affecting you, or they may affect the prices of the market. And number one, you come here to, like in my case, I'll just come to the economic calendar. You can use any. But of course, the most common one is from the Forex Factory. There are others like there are so many others that you can use because there are so many like from daily effects and many other sites that you can use to check the economic calendar or the fundamental releases of the week. So that's what we always do, and that's what we'll go through with you together before we go to other cases on how we do our market analysis and all that. And but let's start here. So you can check like I'll check based on this week. Based on this week, you can check like on Monday you have nothing. So that tells you the market is not that volatile for today. Not many economic. And you can check here. This is the impact. This is what affects the market. You can check here. If you check these boxes here that are kind of yellowish, tells you there's nothing expected, medium and high impact. So this is the rate of impact. So you can check these are all low impacts, but you can check on Tuesday, that is tomorrow, you have the monetary policy meeting minutes. So because the rate statement has already been released, so these are just the minutes. Of course, they may have something quite huge, but nothing much big that can affect the market, just the release of the minutes, because we say the most key thing that affects the market is the rate statement and the CPIs. Another fundamental like employment and employment rate. One of the example again can be like FOMCs and all that. FOMC, Federal Open Market Committee, that's another interest rate. Non-farm payrolls, the job numbers from the US Department of Labor, that is what affects the market. But you can check here for the audit, something worth checking on. So this one hints you on which currency that actually can be able to affect the market. Like tomorrow, you can check here on the Woody, you should be on the randa there. Claimant account change, this for the pound tomorrow. And the key thing for, and especially on, on Tuesday tomorrow, you may check you have the CPI, the consumer price index from Canada. This one, of course, this one, of course, nowadays CPI is affecting the market big. And I've been telling you that this one is directly related to the interest rate decision because it affects the currency circulation. Then the core retail sales from the US. This is another key. Any news releases from the US nowadays during the New York session is affecting the dollar and the majors and the gold in big way. So these are Tuesday it will be a key day, and then on Wednesday, the rate statement from the Reserve Bank of New Zealand. Another huge thing you need to check. So at the back of your mind, you know very well. Like on Tuesday, I have the CAD CPI and I have the US retail sales, and on Wednesday morning, I have the official cash rate, of course, or the rate statement from the Reserve Bank of New Zealand. Those are the key things you need to check. These are just minute releases of the past FOMC from the US, and of course, it is late into the New York session, so that one does not affect the market because we'll be through. So, like you can check on Wednesday. That is something you need to keep on your mind. Employment change on Thursday for the Audi, another key one. This one you cannot just ignore, and you can check employment change and the rate. That is key things you need to check. And then on Friday you can check. You almost have nothing. So today and Friday you have nothing. On Thursday we have the rates, the employment change and rate for the Audi. Wednesday, New Zealand rate statement. Those are the things that I keep at the back of my mind every time that I'm trading. And then on Tuesday, that is tomorrow, again, you can check. You can check here. As I told you, CAD CPI, USD retail sales. Those are the key things you need to keep at the back of your mind. Because, this week what will be affected is in New Zealand dollar, Australian dollar, USD, of course, and NZD on Thursday because of the rate statement. Then today on that and Friday, RS economic release. That's what you do, guys. That's what you check first. Then from there you go to the to your market bar. You go to, so before that, then you go to that is then I can go to my chart and start doing my analysis and looking for entry. So if like on like I know very well tomorrow I have the USD retail sets and the CPI for the CAD. I'll be very keen like tomorrow, even if I get entries for those currencies, I'll make sure to exit an hour or 2 hours before the news releases. That's how you do it. But before we get there, again, don't forget to follow our YouTube Stf Trading Flow. I have over 25 videos. Go subscribe and go through all this. They are very informative. They are very informative. I have so many things I've discussed there. Then on TikTok, don't forget to follow us at STF or at Colonel Stfx FX. This is where you'll find me. This is where you find us. We do some analysis and we do too many live analysis here at STF effects. So those are the key, check on those two. They are very quite informative as well. Not only there, but also don't forget we are also here on the Telegram. Don't forget this is where everything happens. Mentorship, free signals, everything that we do, we post here. Everything that we do, we post here. You can check everything we do, we post here. Don't forget that. And these are VIP signals. These are VIP signals. For those who are interested, these are VIP signals. That's why we do everything. Yeah. So let's now go to the chat. Especially there was someone who was asking me about how do we go about. Especially there are some guys, a few ones who are in our VIP signals. Because when I post a signal, I'll post a signal looking like this. Let me show you something. Number one, I can post a signal that looks like this. I'll give you a sell at the price, but remember the price is subject to change because it is not static. It keeps on changing. Stop loss and TP are intact. And for those who are saying that you cannot be able to understand, it's like an example like this one. So if you check like this chart, it's the same. It is just another representation that is different. Like you can check this, the actual price. This is the stop loss. This is the TP. So when I post a chart like this, just make sure this when you just hit the entry at the whichever the price you are in. Then from there, key in your TP because this one you can check is a buy and key in your stop loss at this point. You just read these numbers. That's how you do it. Then at the end of the day, you keep on monitoring your trade for the next 20, 30, 40, or 50 signals. And at the end of that day, you can be able to exit if you can be able to get that. And one of the examples that I can give is like on Friday, we had a GBP Audi buy, and you can check like this one. I posted the chart in which format. You can check it was in this format. So if it is in this format, how do you do? This is the chart representation of the same. So you can check at the end of the day, the trade has been able to move all the way throughout, like it moved at an average 100 pips on Friday. So this tells you you can exit this market at that. So if the market is positive at the end of the day, you may decide to exit. Another example I may give was like, this one was still on Friday. You can check at the end of the day, the trade has moved. So you just exit. But there are other trades, especially like yesterday. I want to give that example. It was this is a VIX 50 index sell. So such a market, you can check this is the stop loss. This is the take profit. This is the price. So you key in these numbers or you just check on their chart. What do I mean? When I'm hitting this sell, I'm just trying to swing down in the direction of the prevailing trade on the higher time frame. This is the daily chart. So if maybe I'm picking such a trade, let me demonstrate in such an account. If I'm hitting something like GBP USD sell, I'll come and check for the structural trend of the market that is moving down. Then I'll check for the same structural trend that is moving down quite. This was our free signals for last week. It is steady but still dropped down. Then when it is swinging down, you can check from this price. When it is swinging down and closing this MAs at H1, I'll pick a trade dropping down at such a point. So this is just an overview. So I'll pick a trade from this point. So if the market breaks this swing high against my direction that I had predicted, I will exit that market. So that's how I do it. Like in GBP Audi that we had given on Friday, let's see what we have there. This GBP I would buy. You can check we have a very good structural up to that. The market keeps on moving up, moving up. So it was on this candle that we did hit that buy. It has a very high momentum. And again on the H4, we had the same high momentum. So we picked that trade at this swing. You see the moment it's closing these MAs, they are just for confirmations. They are not meant for indicators. I don't use them for trading, but for confirming my trade in the direction of the prevailing trade. So I move up with this trade this way up. So after this point, at the end of the day, the price was at this point. That's why we closed the trade at an average 80 pips, and we are done for the day. So that's how we do it when we are trading for signals. So you may see, you may check something like if it is GBP AUD on the chart. There's something you may find. You may find something like this on the chart, especially for those who are in our VIP signals and those who have joined over the weekend. So like this one, you'll find others. I'm placing them on a chart like this. This was the entry point. And maybe the tip you may find it around maybe this line, maybe this resistant level. So if the market swings back and breaks down this swing low here, the market may be changing the direction, and I don't want to be that trade, so I'll exit the market. Another case you may check is a situation. So this is the entry, you just hit a buy. Key in this as your stop loss, key in this your TP. The key, another thing you need to have is patience, good trade and risk management. That means that when you're in this trade, I don't expect you to go full margin. Trade it based on your account sizes. Like an example, if when I have an account, I'll just divide the account with 20,000 with 10,000 lots. If the account is $400 and below, if I have a $100 account, I'll use 0.1 volumes, 4 trades maximum. Okay. So unless I come here and break even this trade, I cannot get any other fee with the trade. So 4 trades at a time. Even if I have more than 7 signals in a day, the same case will apply to VIX indices. But that one is a different key thing altogether. That one I've discussed on my YouTube, on my Telegram. I have a free PDF and a YouTube explaining the same. So when you pick such a trade, so these are what to keep. In the another key thing is you keep monitoring your trade during the day, because it is in the prevailing trade. You can check here the structure is still moving up. The structure is here. The market does not move in a straight line. It will move in a rectangle. You can check, moves up, down, up, down, up, down. So even if when you get in like here on GBP on Thursday, we had like 3 hours, 4 hours, then the market just keeps on pushing up. And at this point is where we did exit the trade. So that tells you at the end of the day, but there are other trades like VX 50 yesterday, this trade, we had hit this trade. Was it this trade? Yeah. It stayed in the same point. Like this entry was around this point here. This was the entry. The trade kept, but the stop loss was at this point. So what actually happens is in such a case of such a trade. So you check this, the stop loss. TP was supposed to be at this support level here. At this support level here. It was at this support level. So when the market is in such a state, what do? Entry, you see the market is still valid because it has not hit the sell. But these are trade like where in this morning I found it here, just around the entry. I just exited the trade because I want to focus on the next trade. Okay, but if it hit the sell when I go, let it go. But if it is within around the trade is still valid from around this price level or around this. But if it is in the profit side, exit, because 80 or 90% of our trade, we win all those trades. That's what we've been doing, and that's how we do it. But the best thing is make sure you keep on exiting your trades as long as they make profits. Such trades, keep on monitoring them. The next day, if they are just around the entry, just exit that trade. Do away with it. Focus on the next trade, because we'll be posting signals daily. So that's how we do it on VIP signals. Again, don't miss on our Telegram group. Our VIP signals are just $30. This is the main group where mentorship happens. So for those guys who want to join, at least yesterday we had so many guys who joined on our technical strategy for $200. These are traders. You are in the market, you are not making profit. You are under this category. So that's why we'll teach you about our strategy and all that, and then we'll give you 1 month VIP signals. For signals, it's just $30. $30 for all the signals monthly. $30 only. $300 lifetime. That one is subject to change. But if you are new to the market, you don't know what is a pip, you don't know how to calculate pips, you don't know what's candlesticks, you have done nothing, you don't have the forex basics, but you are just joining, you don't know even how the MT4 features looks like, MT5, the type of trading assets. You need the full comprehensive course from basic to advanced forex studies. That's one will take you an average of 2 months for just $300. So those are the differences. So those are the differences. So that's how we'll be doing. And this week, at least now, we've been able to have the market outlook, and that is how you trade with STF. So Stf Trading Flow, that's how we go about our trading and everything you need to do about the Forex market with us. So that is it for today. I hope we'll have a very fruitful week as we've been having, and we are just starting the week. So for us, all I can tell you is just make sure you learn as you earn, because that is our focus of the day. The key thing is you are making money as you learn. Okay, that is it from us, from Stf here. Thank you, and be smart and trade smart with us. Thank you.